If your retirement depends on the stock market behaving itself, you don't have a plan, you have a hope. Dramatic intro, but what we want to talk about here today is a different way to make money in real estate through tax deed investing. You see, 95% of the people in the stock market don't make money. 90% of people lose money, 5% break even, and only 5% make money. So that's why having a hard asset like real estate can be the way to go. But the question is, how the heck do you do it? Right? So this channel is about tax deed investing, where you can buy property up to 90% below market value and earn 18 to 36% interest on your money. So I want to break down how you could have a real asset that can go up, appreciate, and help you create wealth that maybe you can retire with, get out of the job. Step by step though, we want to do this part-time and then maybe turn it into something full-time so you can create that legacy for yourself and your family, and maybe change things, which a lot of people are struggling to do. It's amazing these days. In this world, you know, everything is easier than ever, but we're more miserable, broke, unhealthy than ever because everything is easier. I'm gonna close this door here because we started this outside and it's foggy. That's most people lost in the fog. You can hear the horn of the ships going off. So we don't want them interrupting our video here today. Priorities. So it's Dustin Hahn here. This channel is dedicated to helping tax lien and deed investors or people who want to make money in real estate, make money in real estate. This channel's been around for over 10 years. We have like 3,000 videos going way back in time. So we're here to help you. I created taxlienschool.com to help new investors make money in real estate through tax liens. And my goal was to make the most comprehensive free site for tax lien investors. So we have thousands of articles on there, and people seem to really like it. So if you've never tuned in before, that's my goal, is to help people create retirement financial freedom through tax lien and deed investing. And I know, you know, the internet these days is questionable. Am I AI? This is not an AI video. We go live every Tuesday and Thursday on this channel to really showcase deals and show people how to make money. With real deals, not hypothetical. I'm gonna come over here to my guide that's on the table. And once again, these videos are gonna be moving forward, at least here, a little more rough around the edges as far as, I'm gonna do it in one take because, oh shoot, totally forgot where I was going. I was going to the chair over here. But for anybody that tunes in, we have a totally free directory with a list of thousands of these below. So this is my gift to you for tuning in, as well as a free book if you want that for tax lien and deed investing. It is for free. So let's get into, there we go. Remember, these are gonna be a bit rough around the edges, so I hope you're okay with that here today. So a lot of folks, you know, stock investing, I think this year there was, I don't remember how many trillions just wiped out of people's 401ks overnight. You know, obviously if you want to diversify and you're good at that, we prefer hard assets. Stocks feel safe because they are familiar, and liquidity feels comforting until panic hits, you know. Liquidity doesn't equal safety. So you need to be your own CEO in charge of your money. And one of the reasons why I like tax deed investing is you have an actual asset that's collateral that you can go and see, feel, and touch to be able to control on your own. So that is super, super important. And you probably don't even know it, but I've mentioned this in some of the other videos. You're probably already a tax lien investor because guess who's the largest investor of tax liens? That's banks. So banks, I've seen them at auctions. They'll take millions of dollars and just put them into tax liens. And that's your money that's in the bank right now. They're paying you whatever, pennies. And they have your money in tax liens. So you should be doing this as well. I'm looking at my cheat sheet here, by the way, if you're wondering what I keep looking at. Now, quiet money wins. And tax liens are safe, secure, predictable. They've been around for over 200 years. They can pay up to 36% interest on your money, secured by real estate collateral. And this business is not going anywhere. So tax liens are a great place to start if you already have a little bit of money saved up. A lot of folks hear about tax lien investing and they think it's pretty cool, but realistically, starting with tax deeds is probably going to be a better way to go for yourself if you have anything less than $50,000. And the reason why is you want to be able to get the velocity of money turning for you as quick as possible. And tax deeds are the way to do that, because when you buy a tax lien, your money can be tied up for 2 to 3 years before you can cash out of it if the tax lien doesn't redeem. Which means if the tax lien doesn't redeem, worst case scenario, or as Canadians say, worst case Ontario, could be you get the property, which is awesome, right? Think of worst case scenario in a crypto or in a stock. You're going to lose everything. Whereas with tax liens, the worst case scenario is you get the property. And that's why you can get such big home runs with tax lien investing. So here's a quick example of big home runs with tax liens. 95% of tax liens redeem. We're not editing this video, by the way. One take, it's over the cliff, no breaks, we get it done. So 95% of tax liens redeem. So what that means is 1 in 20, you're gonna end up owning the property for basically the price of the back taxes owed. And how does that shake out? So you're gonna get an interest rate on 19 of the tax liens backed by the real estate, and then you can foreclose on the other, and that's where you can sometimes get these properties for 2-3 cents on the dollar, which is pretty cool. I know there was some late night infomercials back in the day where they're like, oh, I got this house for just $300. That was a lie. This is investing. It does involve some risk, right? This stuff is for educational purposes. You can get some massive home runs, some massive wins, but you have to stick to it. You have to put in some time into this business. So if you have less than 50K, I'd start with tax deeds. You can be going to tax deed auctions, you can be doing over-the-counter tax deeds, and doing the boring work, right? Which is the market research, analyzing deals, analyzing properties. This business has been around for 200 years. The profits can be exciting. The discounts can be exciting. But if I'm being honest, the action can sometimes be boring work, right? And that's what nobody wants to do these days. We're all just getting our quick fixes online, but everybody is just topic hopping with no real depth, right? Like if you've been watching YouTube for however how many years, and you haven't done a deal, you probably have paralysis by analysis, and you haven't done anything. So, that's why this year I created an operating principle that can really ensure success for people who want to break free and make money in real estate. And you'll see it on our website. I called it the TFI, Total Freedom Investor Operator Doctrine. And basically what it is you have the business of tax deed investing, and you combine it with an operating system, a way of thinking, a way of taking action that can really ensure success. The middle class these days is collapsing. The American dream, as far as being able to, the price of housing to wages is just completely not even close compared to what it was in the 80s. So, the system in many ways is collapsing. We have volatility in the stock market, and there's going to be internal enemies along the way. You're going to want to follow, get rich quick stuff. But what we stand for here is doing the work. If you put in 3 to 7 hours a week into this business, sure, it might not be exciting, but you will be able to get deals. So putting in the work means work away from the phone or the computer or wherever you're watching this to actually analyze deals, look at auctions. And remember, below this video is the tax deed directory. You can call them up today. Some of you guys could even have an over-the-counter deal today. Maybe you're in Idaho, you call up Butte County, give them a call, ask them when the auction is, or ask them if they have anything left. If you have over 50K and you want to do tax liens, you have the tax lien directory below. Totally free, my gift to you guys in the description. Combine it with this. This is the best free training on the market out there, okay? So some of the things that we prioritize here is, we want to go ahead and prioritize discipline over motivation. You're gonna watch this and your motivation's you're gonna fade. And you need to do what you know you need to do when you don't feel like it. And if you can do that, you will be able to make money and retire with real estate here. So this is on our website, and this is this operating system and the movement that we're starting, you know, decide. You decide today if you're going to do this. You know, imagine somebody, we're more motivated by negative things. You know, if I were to say like, oh, call 5 counties and I'll give you $20 versus call 20 counties or I'm going to throw your dog off a bridge, Anchorman style. Was it Baxter? You know, you'd be more motivated by that. So you need to create that motivation for yourself, do the boring work, place real bids, and review, refine, and do this process. So now is the time to start. Tune into the next video. We're going to talk about our 750K freedom formula and how to get there to really turn this business into something you can do. So if you like this, get started, look at some tax deeds, look at some tax liens, check out some of the other videos. We go live Tuesdays and Thursdays with some great information to help you get going. So yeah, thumbs up, subscribe, grab the free book in the description. Thanks for tuning in. See you soon.